We are at the end of the so-called Tory unity and the stability of Rishi Sunak's cabinet. The whole thing is falling apart over the migration crisis and the border crisis. Surprise, surprise. This is not really anything new, but this is actually about the details of what's actually happening inside the cabinet and especially inside the Home Office. The whole thing is shambles. So, what are we talking about here? The Home Office as a department is one of the most powerful departments in the country. It's also one of the most laziest and most complicated departments because you have a number of civil servants who refuse to implement the policies coming from the elected politicians, the government ministers. We've already reported the leaked conversations from those civil servants, not all of them, but some civil servants who have been saying, I don't want to do this. I don't want to protect the border because I don't like Priti Patel. I don't like Sunak Bradman. Now, inside the Home Office, there are 3 different camps fighting with each other, and of course the rest of Rishi Sunak's cabinet. This is stability, right? You've got Sunak Bradman as the boss, as the Home Secretary, but she's only controlling one wing of the Home Office in this battle, this triangle of chaos. You would think that she is the Home Secretary, so she has the power and she has the backing of the Prime Minister on Downing Street. Nope. She's all on her own. It's her and her special advisors against everybody else. You've got the second camp. The second group are more junior ministers. So obviously you got Robert Generic, who is obviously immigration minister, and he is on the side of Rishi Sunak and Downing Street because he's a bootlicker. Yes, he likes to lick boots, so basically, he's the mole from Downing Street. He takes his orders directly from Rishi Sunak's office instead of his own boss, the Home Secretary, Sunak Bradman. But then you've got the third camp. This one is unacceptable. You've got the actual permanent secretary of the Home Office, Sir Matthew Rycroft, who is basically the boss of civil servants, at the top of civil service in the Home Office. He also has his own camp fighting against both Sunak, her side, and Genric's side. So they've got 3 different sides with their own interests and their own agenda. They refuse to work together. Now, in public, they want us to believe that the whole thing is working perfectly and everybody loves everybody. They are all respected colleagues of each other. No, they're not. Absolutely not. This is actually reported by the so-called credible newspapers as well. It's been confirmed by our sources as well as the mainstream press. And they haven't been denied by Downing Street or the Home Office. So these are not speculations. These are actually what's actually happening. So according to one of the cabinet ministers, they said, the whole thing resembles a circular firing squad. Everybody hates everybody and everybody's attacking everybody, and they have their own interests, they have their own sides. And it's a little bit embarrassing considering we are getting close to the next general election and nobody knows why they should vote Conservative. Why? Regardless of ideology, regardless of how much you hate the Labour Party or other parties, there is no incentive to vote for the Conservative Party right now. And on what ground? Are they in favour of low taxes? Are they going to be fixing the migrant crisis? Have they sorted out the Brexit Britain? What's going on in Northern Ireland? Oh, wait, that's not going well. NHS, maybe the NHS. Oh no, they're still throwing money at it. The BBC, have they privatised it? Oh no, they haven't done that either. What are they actually doing for this country? So, we have this. And then one of the fights was between Generic and Sunak Bradman. Robert Generic and his team went and signed a deal with Turkey to sort out this people smuggling gangs, right? As if Turkey is actually going to help us. I mean, we don't even have the backing of our so-called partner and neighbor, Emmanuel Macron. We've given him so much money. He hasn't done anything about it, but we've signed a new contract with Turkey. He did that, Generic, and then for 10 minutes, the news was talking about that. And then shortly after that, Sunak Bradman also announced this, that she might try to send the illegal migrants to Ascension Island. And this basically overshadowed the first news headline. So Generic and his team were quite upset about it, that they lost the spotlight in the news and the policy agenda. Hang on. The policy agenda should come from Sunak Bradman. She is the Home Secretary. She is your boss. Now you're accusing her of changing the direction. You're not in charge of policy ideas, Genric. You're supposed to be doing what Suella tells you. They're just going their own direction, rogue, and they want us to believe everything's going perfectly fine. So, now we got Suella Braverman's team. They're being accused from Genric's side and civil servants. They've been accused of overly aggressive briefings. Apparently, Jake Ryan, who's Suella's special advisor, he was named in the House of Commons by the Tory MP Gareth Bacon, who accused him of swearing and high-handed arrogance. Oh, my heart goes out to all those sensitive flowers in the Westminster bubble. Oh my God, this guy swears a lot. This guy is very aggressive. He wants us to protect the border. I'm very offended. This is so offensive. Did you just swear? Oh no. You're not working in a nursery. This is government. I don't care what language you use. You need to get things done. Even if someone shouts at you, get it done. Stop being a snowflake. But this is what we're dealing with. All right. Now, the Home Secretary's team regard Genric's focus on upstream deals as unlikely to solve the problem. An MP close to Suella said, well, she thinks that it's absolutely crackers to think that we can arrest our way out of the problem in foreign jurisdictions. We need the deterrent of deporting people. Everything else is window dressing. Actually, Team Suella, absolutely spot on this. Stop going around coming up with random policies that's not going to actually fix the problem. You need deportations. That's all. That's all you have to do. Deportation. It's the only way you can protect the border. Anybody comes, straight out. Send them out. Now you have to find a way, even if you have to leave ECHR. But the thing is, ECHRs have also been scapegoat because you've got other countries in the European Union who are part of ECHR and they're not approving all the migrants and all the asylum seekers, let's just say. Their percentage of approvals is much lower than here. And they're still part of ECHR. So clearly we're doing something wrong here with our justice system, with the lawyers and the judges and everybody else in the civil service. We still have to leave ECHR, but I'm saying even if you don't, clearly there are ways to fix it because other countries are doing it. France and Denmark and many others. Now, anyway, let me know your thoughts on this story in the comment section. I'm Mahyar Tousi, and we are the media.